Ladies and gentlemen, this is the leader of the opposition of this house. First of all, I would like to clarify what moral is. So, moral is an act to conforming to a standard of right behavior. Concerning to our motion today that this house will ban all the productions and the consumptions of meat. Eating meat isn't about moral or not. So we eat something doesn't mean that we harm it. Of course, as we know that the rule to eat something including meat. The environment will be impacted of the reduce of something, yet it is right. But even though we eat meat, even though we still produce or consume it, so we can see in the status quo in nowadays that there is no serious impact because of eating meat. So now back to my first argument. Meat are great sources of protein. So I will explain why meat consumption is important. Meat are great sources of protein. So they also provide lots of other nutrients that we can't get it from plants. So our body needs it, such as vitamin, zinc, iron, and so on. So the conclusion is the reason why we disagree with the motion that this house would ban all the consumptions and the productions of meat is because our body needs meat because we can't get all the nutrients just from the plants. So it provides certain nutrients and plants don't. And as we all know that the criteria of the whole of human body is one of it is from the meat. So if we can consume if we don't consume one of it, such as the meat, so how is it possible all the nutrients and our body can be complete? So we need meat and we need to consume it. Our next argument is about global meat consumption increased by 58% over the 20 years since 2018. So to reach the 360 miles tons. So population growth accounted for 54% to increase, and person consumption growth accounted for all remainder. Per person consumes was influenced most strongly by changing consumer preference and income growth. So far, environment eating meat will give more good than harm, because it will give the balances in our environment. My last reason why eating meat is important and why we disagree that this house will ban the productions and the consumption of meat is it's about the consumptions of meat production in the current in status quo can improve the regional economy with many work stalls. So far in status quo we can see how many people can get a job in meat productions. And not only that, meat sales also increase income for each country. For example, in status quo we sell meat either packaged or fresh in each area, and the income can be useful for the company or for the small community if it's for the self-productions. So that's all the reasons why this house believe that we should ban all the meat productions. So that's all I can say, and I'm very proud to oppose. Thank you very much.